All right, Shalom. I'd like to start off by saying, Call Halayim La Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Harakak Wadash Ma'amath. Double honors to the elder apostles, the great millstone, and my elder heroine as well. Salutation to the Akim that are pushing the truth, sincerity, and truth, and peace and blessings to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right, I'm Kanak Sound by Yasharallah from the Lions of the Yasharallah camp, and this is another Lions Den News and Prophecy. And this article says, tactical nuclear weapons already there in Ukraine, Russian state's TV. All right. It says a guest on Russian state TV said that he believes Ukraine has received tactical nuclear weapons from the West. All right. So this is a new phase of war we're getting into. All right. And this is going to lead up to the end all tell all, the destruction of this place we know as the United States of America, or Babylon the Great. All right. It says the unevidenced suggestion was floated by Alexei Mokin, head of the Center of Political Information, a pro-Kremlin think tank, on state TV channel Russia 1. He said he believes that the delivery of U.S.-made F-16 fighter jets to Ukraine, which Ukraine President Vladimir Zelensky had long lobbied for, indicates that the tactical nuclear weapons have already been delivered to the war-torn country. There is no evidence to suggest that the Ukrainians have been sent nuclear weapons by the West. Newsweek has contacted Ukraine's foreign ministry for comment by email. All right. It says Zelensky on Sunday confirmed the arrival of F-16s to his country more than 2 years into the war launched by Russian President Vladimir Putin. First of all, F-16s are already there, and I am sure that tactical nuclear weapons are already there. Unfortunately, practice shows that when they announced something, it happened several months ago. All right. It says Mukin, Russian investigative site, Agent Tivo reported on Tuesday. Ukraine has been free of nuclear weapons since it gave up its nuclear arsenal in exchange for security guarantees from Russia and the United States as part of the Budapest Memorandum. What is that? Let me look that up real quick. Slack it real quick. Hold on. All right, so it says Budapest Memorandum comprises of three substantially identical political agreements signed by the OSCE conference in Budapest, Hungary, on December 5th, 1994, to provide security assurances by its signatories relating to the assassination of Belarus, Kazakhstan. A cession of Belarus, Kazakhstan, and Ukraine to the Treaty on the Non-Proliferation of Nuclear Weapons, the NPT. The three memorandums were originally signed by three nuclear powers, Russia, United States, and the United Kingdom. China and France gave somewhat weaker individual assurances in separate documents. The memorandum signed by the Patricia Hall at the Budapest Convention Center, which U.S. Ambassador Donald M. Blinken, amongst others, in attendance, prohibited Russia, the United States, and the United Kingdom from threatening or using military force or economic coercion against Ukraine Belarus, and Kazakhstan, except in self-defense or otherwise in coordinates with the Charter of the United Nations. As a result of the agreement, the memorandum between 1993 to 1996, Belarus, Kazakhstan, and Ukraine gave up their nuclear rights, or nuclear weapons. All right, so that's what that is talking about. All right, so, but now it's said to believe that they've received nuclear weapons from the West, mainly United States. All right. So reading this again, it said Ukraine has been free of nuclear weapons since it gave up its nuclear arsenal in exchange for security guarantees from Russia and the United States as part of the Budapest Memorandum. Despite this, pro-Kremlin media and officials have floated the nuclear weapons narrative multiple times since Russia launched its invasion in 2022, February. It says, other guests on the show, Karkstrentin Zutulin, a member of the country's ruling United Russia party, disagreed with Mukin. I think they are trying to catch us by the tongue, since we have already managed to say that we will perceive the appearance of the F-16 as a nuclear threat. But I am sure that they certainly have not crossed the threshold associated with provision of technical nuclear weapons, Zotulin said. The Kremlin has vowed to shoot down the Ukrainian Western-supplied F-16 fighter jets while simultaneously asserting that it doesn't believe that they will turn the tide in the war. All right. So it's just a speculation or a rumor that there's already nuclear weapons over there in Ukraine, for Ukraine, supplied by the West, or mainly the United States. But, you know, who knows? But we know a lot of stuff is heating up, especially with the things going on in Iran, in Israel. The United States have beefed up their military arsenal in the Middle East because of the threat of retaliation for an attack on a Hezbollah was it Hezbollah official that was assassinated by Iran, who Iran feels like that Israel was involved. So Hamas. All right. So it says Iran preparing an attack on Israel in response to Hamas leader assassination in Tehran. Yeah. So this is a lot of things been going on, pulling the United States, all right, into all these different conflicts. And this one is like going into was it? I brought it out earlier. Jeremiah 50 and 45, I think. The least of the flock shall draw them out. And this situation going on over there in Israel is the main one that scripture is talking about. All right, so America's being pulled on all sides. Like, you got the conflict with they got to protect Taiwan. They got to protect South Korea. They have to protect Israel first and foremost. And they've been promising to protect Ukraine. So that's America being stretched thin. Not only that you have this big economic bubble that's going to burst, and said it's going to cause the biggest global economic collapse in history, in world history. So then you have another one. What's another one? I think China, hold on, let me see if I can find this article real quick. China says it's going to dump trillions of dollars. It says, oh, yeah, here's one. Okay, it says Dow sinks 1,000 points as tech woes, currency markets shake investors. Here's another one. Trump reacts to the global stock market sell-off. I told you so. See, it says, where's another one? Japanese stocks crash in the biggest one-day drop ever as global market rout intensifies. There was another one I was looking for. Stock market crash worldwide over fears of U.S. recession. That's going to cause a global recession. Where is it? I can't find it. Oh, here it is. Japan dumps. It was Japan, not China. It said Japan jumps 22. What is that? That's 100,000 million, trillion, billion, and U.S. Treasuries in one month as government mounts billion dollar battle to prop up currency. Right. So you have a whole bunch of manipulation going on with the dollar. Right. While you got Japan dumping the dollar, dumping the U.S. Treasuries, and you have a global collapse that's about to happen. You have the biggest drop in the stock market, a historical drop. All right. It says, yeah, fears of U.S. recession. I'll probably do this lesson on this next. All right, because you're gonna have a worldwide market crash, man, and they're trying to prep the market up, right? Because of the collapse, how everything is going downhill for investors. All right, so now what happens? It happens in this form. You have a pandemic, you have some sort of economic collapse, and then what do you have right after that? You have war. Same thing with World War I, same thing with World War II, and we're seeing the same trend with World War III that we're leading up into. All right, let's get scripture real quick. All right, but it's all going to lead up to war. It's Jeremiah 50:22. It says, "The sound of battle is in the land and of great destruction." All right. And all this is you have different phases and stages of war. You have proxy wars, you have economic wars, then you have all out, all out, you know what I'm saying? You have cold wars, then you have all out hot full-fledged wars. We're witnessing proxy, cold war, and economic warfare right now at the moment. Well, we're actually also witnessing you can kind of consider Russia and Ukraine kind of like a proxy war because it's really Russia fighting against the West, NATO, and the United States. So, but we're waiting on for the extreme climax in the war, and it's being set up by Yahweh Shem Shai. All right. Jeremiah 50:22, it says, "A sound of battle is in the land and of great destruction. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How has Babylon become a desolation among the nations?" How is that? Because the Lord is crushing this place. It says, "Take millstone, grind the mill." All right, uncover the locks. The Lord is stripping everything from this place, man. Starting out with the money, Hold on, let me see. Right. This is Isaiah 47:1. It says, "Come sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne. O daughter of the Chaldeans, thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Take the millstones and grind the mill, uncover thy locks, make bare the thigh, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, and thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee at the man." All right, so the Lord is stripping this. Not only is he stripping this place bare, taking all those that costly array that America was decked with, right? All those precious jewels that America had on, trying to look all pretty and lovely. The Lord is stripping all that and lifting up the skirt of this place so everybody could see the filth. All right, everybody could see the manipulation that was done behind the dollar. All right, and see how America wasn't as beautiful as it was dressed up to be. It was all a gimmick. All right. So back to Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 22, it says the sound of battle is in the land and of great destruction. You have these sanctions that the United States put on these countries is a provocation of war, and that's why the BRIC nations were formed together as a way for them to fight back against the pressure that the United States puts on everybody with these sanctions. All right. It says, verse 23, it says, how is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How has Babylon become a desolation among the nations? How? Because the Lord is stripping everything from this place, man. It says, I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art taken, O Babylon, and thou was not aware, thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord. Right. So that's why the Lord has a judgment for this place. He has a sacrifice in Basra for all the abomination that's done in this place, man. There's nothing but wickedness that's coming out of this, that's been brought up in this place. Every form of wickedness that you can think of is going on right here in America, and they try to spread that satanic order throughout the whole earth, But the Lord has a judgment for him, man. The Lord is bringing them down to the dust, like it's spoken of in the scriptures. All right, and ultimately, this is going to lead us to our salvation. It's like it. All right, Lord, when this lesson is edifying to serve His purpose, without it like Sekah Halayim, like Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Harakak Wadash, my Amath, double honors to the elder apostles, a great millstone of my elder Herwan as well. Salutations to the Akim that are pushing this truth to sincerity and truth, and peace and blessing to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Shalom.